Hello, everyone. Thank you all for coming to my channel. My name is Ariana Marche. And if you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are back again, what's up, girl? If you will, please take a moment to go ahead and follow both of my social medias. And don't forget that you guys can also write me at rightdivineguidance@gmail.com. Now, we just gonna get into this her real quick because the ponytail is telling. The pony is ponying, okay? Okay, you know what I'm saying? The video ain't about the ponytail, but baby, it's doing what it needs to do. You know, I be slaying my own head. Yes, I be doing my own hair. But yes, I had to add the chopsticks. You know, it's giving very much Chun-Li, baby. But, you know, anyways, back into the video. We are back with another Divine Guidance video where I help guide you through life and all its dilemmas. And today's topic is how to push through difficult times, part 2. We're going to go ahead and jump right into number 1, and that is believe in yourself and let go of fear. Now, I know past scenarios of you failing will replay in your head over and over, or if you're somebody that's really anxiety driven, the situation don't even have to have happened. You just see yourself failing. And for what? For what? Why are we always the harshest critics on ourselves? Sis, if you have never attempted, you never know if you're actually going to make it or not. And if you are failing, that lets you know, well, at least you're trying. But the thing is, if you quit, you'll still never know. So just keep going. I know that life gets hard. It gets difficult. It's like everything that you do, no matter what it is, something always comes up. Trust me. I know, sis. I'll be going through it myself, but that's exactly why I'm here to encourage y'all. You just have to let go of the fear and believe in yourself. I feel like if you've made it this far in life, you're still pushing, you still here, you still waking up every day. You're not in the situation that you was in the past, and that's what you really have to look at. Look at all the things that you have overcame in your life. That lets you know that you have the strength, you have the tools, and what you need to be able to get up and to keep pushing forward no matter what. You have to let go of the fear. Fear is something that really cripples us all. That's really one of the devil's top tactics that he uses against people, because the thing is, if I can get you to be scared of it, most people will never even attempt things just out of fear. They don't have no real reason as to why they feel the way that they do, or why they feel like they're not gonna make it, or whatever. It's just irrational fears in your head. If somebody can get you to be scared of something, you're not gonna never go near it. Just like me, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I am scared of dogs. I am scared of them. Baby, you will never catch me around them. You're not gonna catch me trying to play with them and do all. You stay in your lane, and I'm gonna stay in mine. So you got to think of it that exact same way. If I can get you to be scared of something, I know you're not gonna go near it. And it's crazy because a lot of us fear success, knowing that we actually will be successful. We know we have what it takes. We actually know that we have all of the right tools to actually get up and go forward. But why is it that we just don't go do it then, if we know that, you know what I'm saying? It's that fear. Fear is so crippling. Fear will literally stop you from anything. So I'm telling you, sis, now is not the time to be fearing failure or success. And if you fear success, I guess that's a little better, because at least you know that you can make it. But why not take that and cultivate it and actually push yourself to it? Why not just do that? So, sis, get rid of that fear. You need to believe in yourself just a little bit more. And I promise you, just keep pushing through. You're going to make it. And number 2 on the list on how to get through difficult times is to make a plan and stick to it. Now, I know sometimes we don't always find ourselves prepared for the highs and lows of life. I know life just be life, and y'all, she just be doing what she want to do. Whenever she decide that she just want to get up and take one great big dump on you, then shoot, that's what she gonna do. And if she decided she want to clean it up, then shoot, she'll clean it up. And sometimes she may leave you with the mess. I know, sis. But I understand that you may not be prepared for that. Even if you feel like you have done what you can to do to be prepared for anything in life, you just never know, because life may come and mess up that preparation. That preparation may not even be enough for a situation that she may try to hit you with. So don't never feel down about it. Don't never feel bad, because, I mean, we human. Life does not come with, a guidebook, well, besides the Bible, but just as a manual of how to do this and how to do that and how to, child, we don't know what's going on. We trying every day to make it through, and we all trying our best to apply everything it is that we are learning. So sometimes it will help to, you know what, this is what I'm going through right now. This is this and this. Let me try to sit down, work this out. Even if you got to be like me and pull out a journal and write down what it is and what it ain't and how I can get through it. Baby, pull out that journal if you need to, and you'll be surprised at how much that actually helps you to get your thoughts out and really help you in creating a plan. So if you are somebody that's trying to go back to school, but you're working and you're a mom and you're trying to figure out how you're gonna find the time for all of this and the finances, and sit down, come up with you a plan, write it out. If you would have to change around your schedule, how would it be able to work? Or, if you have to do part-time, or if you would have to move back home temporarily, just sit down and write it out. You never know. Like, I heard this saying, and it said, those who fail to plan to fail. And it has stuck with me ever since, because it's a little tongue twister, but it makes so much sense. Like, if you, that's even a saying in the Bible, like, how can you go to war and you ain't even counted the cost yet, baby? You know what I'm saying? So please, in every area of life, I don't care what it is that you believe in, if you don't plan things out or whatever it is that you do, it's really going to be hard to try to make it, because you're always going to be swayed in which direction that the wind is blowing, because you have not sat down with yourself and gave yourself a clear plan on what it is that you want to do with your life, or how it is you plan to move forward and get out of these ruts that you're finding yourself in. So like I said, I know we ain't going to always be prepared, and that is completely fine. But what you're not going to do is just sit here and, let life take a dump on you and go on about her business. You're going to come back here, girl, because you're about to clean this up. And you're going to have to figure out a way to do that. You know what I'm saying? Life can get a little messy, but you got to figure out a way to clean it up. It's okay. That's fine. That's cool. But if you don't have a plan for yourself, it don't matter what it is life throw at you, you're going to always find yourself back in the same spot. And it's a bad place to be in when you look up a year later, and 2 years later, and 3 years later, and to look back on your life and see that you've been sitting in the same spot for years. Ain't nothing more depressing than that. There's nothing more depressing than figuring out that you have been in the same spot for years. And not even that, but not even trying to figure out why it is that you've been in that same spot and not knowing how to get out of it. That's a scary place to be. So do yourself this favor. Sit down with yourself and just figure it out. Come up with a plan, and whatever plan it is, you stick to it. I don't care how many times it has to be changed, switched up, because of course we don't even get the control of keeping a straight plan. But the thing is, it helps to be able to have that guideline to know where it is that you're trying to get in life. And as long as you got that, you'll be okay. It's like writing a book. It ain't gonna always go and turn out how you want it to, but as long as you got that outline, okay, well, This is the introduction of the book. Now this is how I'm going to get into this first paragraph, and then this is the transition. I don't know if y'all know anything about reading and all that stuff, but baby, English was my subject. So if you know, you know. If you get it, you get it. But it always helps to be able to have that guideline with you. As long as you got that, no matter how it ends up going, because you can't control it. That's what we need to get in our head as humans. We can't control it. But as long as you got that guideline, you know where you're going. That's all that matters. And number 3 on how to push through difficult times is be patient with yourself. Now, patience is a very hard virtue to work for some of us, especially those of us that didn't really grow up with patient caregivers. Like, we usually unconsciously take on some of those attributes. So whenever it is you're going through stuff in life, it's very easy to get frustrated and be like, you know what? Forget it. It's too hard. I done tried to figure it out. It ain't working out. Forget it. I don't want to do it no more. I'm talking about myself, y'all. You know, and if it's you, hey, it's time to work patience. But yes, it's not always the easiest virtue to be able to work, but it is one of the best that you could have. And if you don't, it's best that you start trying to implement that now, because like I said, most impatient people are usually mad at the outcome because they weren't able to control it. Think about every impatient person that you know. All the people with no patience are mad that a situation is not turning out in a way that benefits them. Now think about it, y'all. Really think about that. Really think about it. I know it makes sense, don't it? Whenever we are impatient about something, it's because it's not going the way that we want it. It's because we're not able to even control it in the slightest bit. We're not able to manipulate it in the slightest bit. And us as human, we got to come out of that. Like, we're not going to be able to control everything in life that happens. The only thing that you can control is your reaction. And it's really just best to stay calm and do your best to really just work through it and figure things out. So I know we always like to have these plans for ourselves, and oh, I'm gonna be here by the time I'm this age doing this, and then by the time I'm here I'll also be doing this. And then as life goes on and you see that the plan that you have for yourself is not the plan that God had for you. And so when it don't look all peaches and cream and straight crisp to the point, we tend to get real upset, and then we become ashamed. And it's just like, sweetheart, you don't get to control this. You don't even get to control or know if you gonna wake up the next morning. You doing a lot of planning and all of this other stuff and being upset about how stuff is turning out. Child, you better be just thankful that you woke up. I know people don't like to hear that. This generation is very soft, to say the least. And I know it don't sound right to say, you know, well, be happy that you woke up when your life feels like, you know, sugar, honey, iced tea, if you know what that means, if you're from the South. But I mean, let's be real. Of course, you know, nobody is going to wake up just always happy and just woo when your life is in shambles. But again, like I said, I believe in God. So I'm just happy at the fact that I woke up this morning and I got another day to try to fight it, and not only fight, but learn the lessons that whatever it is trying to teach me. I feel like that's why it's so easy for people to be impatient, because they're not looking at the bigger picture. Figure out what it is that this is trying to teach you. That's really how you learn patience, when you just figure out what it is that life is trying to show you. And once you do that, I promise you, as time goes on, instead of getting mad and frustrated, you just kind of sit back. And I ain't saying that it's going to be easy. I ain't going to say that it's just going to be the easiest virtue to work. But you will learn to just sit back and just be calm first. And just, you know what? Okay, but what is this? This happened, this happened, this happened. This was my reaction. This is what I did. Now let me try to figure this out just a little bit. Let me just sit calm first. When you do that, over time, you'll learn. You'll learn. But again, new levels, new devils. So that's why I say it ain't going to always be the easiest. It ain't going to always be peaches and cream every time. Because as you get stronger and you grow as a person and in your faith, you know, you're going to have to face new stuff that's going to try you in new ways that you ain't never been tried before. And I know it because I'm being tried right now, baby. But as I'm learning, I want to teach y'all too. All right. So again, just be patient with yourself. Just be patient with yourself. No, you can't control everything, but every day that you're getting up, keep pushing. Just keep pushing. All right. Number 4 on how to push through difficult times is to not be ashamed of where you are. Now, look, we live in this society where everybody want to hide their problems. Everybody want to be, you know, so perfect. They want to get on Instagram and take their pictures so that they live in lavish. They want to hide all their problems and just like they want to be these superhumans. And so the world has become so peaches and cream that when you actually see somebody going through something, it's like, oh, what's wrong with them? You know, and that's crazy. That's crazy because we all go through something. We all are going through something. Don't never let nobody make it feel like they just so perfect. I mean, people do what they want to do, but as long as you're the one that know, okay, that's good, but you know, we all human. But what I'm trying to say is don't ever be ashamed of where you are because like I said in one of my other videos, it may rain for 9 years straight, but by that 10th year, it gotta dry up. The sun gotta shine again. It have to, no matter what you're going through, how long you're going through it. You have to go through it to get through it. So what are you ashamed about? At the end of the day, it's your situation. At the end of the day, it is your situation and you have to go through it. And I feel like people focus so much on other people seeing them down and out that they end up missing the lesson that whatever this situation is trying to teach them. Like I know the things that I've been through in my life the past few months, one of them has been, you know, patience and stop giving up so quickly and sticking to it. You know what I'm saying? So why be ashamed of that? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, what people fail to realize is when you try to run from your problems and run from the issues and try to run from ultimately what life is teaching you, you're gonna keep running back into the same issue no matter what. Life gonna always meet you on the other side. It don't matter what it is that you doing. You running this way, she already there waiting on you. She was waiting on you at the door, baby. Waiting on you at the door. And you doing all that running. You look dusty. Your hair is uneven. You ain't really all that cute. All that running and got you tired, baby. All that running and got you tired, baby. You need to just chill out. Just chill out. It's okay. And I heard, I was watching a sermon one day by Pastor Stephen Darby. And he was saying how for people like that always try to hide what they're going through or, you know, just always trying to push their demons in the closet, God will start to let people see you going through it. And it's the thing of people don't really want to be humble enough to be like, you know, I'm going through it or I made a mistake. People don't like to make mistakes in front of other people. And it's crazy because we not living for these people. We need to be living for God. But this is the world we live in, right? And Satan got control of it. But he said that God will start to let people see you going through it. You know, you so perfect. Always got your hair done, nails done. You always bragging about this. He'll let somebody see you in the food stamp line. Now think about how embarrassing that would be when you done spend so much time trying to hide your demons and put them up and don't want to let nobody see them and you trying to hide this and hide this. Like, look, Now, this is my backdrop. Y'all, this is how I know this message is time to get out because, yeah. But anywho, this is my beautiful backdrop. It got this stain on it. And when I had been recording lately, I had low-key been trying to put the camera in positions to where you couldn't see it, or you know what I'm saying, find ways to sit in front of it, because like the imperfection on this pretty backdrop is like really ugly. Some of us feel like we live these pretty lives in the moment that something happened, or anything that may anything that may, what is the word, anything that may contradict our reality, we want to hide it. That is what we do as people. Anything that contradicts our reality of who the world sees us as, or who we've portrayed ourselves as, we want to cover it up because this don't fit in with the rest of this. This don't make it look as pretty as the rest of this do. You know what I'm saying? So, instead of trying to be ashamed of it, sweetheart, this eventually gotta go. It ain't gonna be there forever. And some scars is there to keep you humble. People don't want to be humble enough, and that's the issue. Everybody walking around here trying to be so perfect that is done messed up people minds. Because now it's like I said, when you see somebody going through it, it's like, oh, well, what's wrong with you? Like that's crazy, and it's makes people afraid to be able to ask for help. It makes people afraid to reach out and try to get things done that they need. And that's really bad. That's just like, especially if you're younger. And I know I was one of these kids myself. So, you know, we're going to keep it all the way real. It's just like, think about it. And I know everybody done been through this before. So for me, I sucked at math in school. I hated it. I hated math. Numbers was just not my forte like that. And you know, when the teacher is teaching, she'll always ask, do everybody get it? Are y'all okay? Everybody, yeah, and look at me. And the teacher looking at me knowing that I don't understand, but I failed to ask questions, too worried about what everybody else might think, or to think if I ask too many questions I might hold the class up. Because whenever you do try to ask everybody, and she just said, okay, that's fine, you might understand it, but I don't. This is life. We are all searching for understanding. We all searching for meaning. We all searching for purpose. And I was the one in class that was, knowing dang well I don't get what's going on. Like, that's crazy. That is crazy. But I was that student, and I'm not ashamed to say that. But it's just like being in class. It makes you afraid to try to speak up because everybody around you so perfect. Not knowing there's people up there that don't get it either, but them the people that's just gonna cheat their way through. And you don't want to be one of those people. Don't be one of the people always looking for a shortcut. You go and you get the lessons. Don't cheat your way through. So if it is that you scared to ask because you worried about everybody else because they so perfect and they understand it, even if they really do, okay, cool. But notice them the people that's really gonna gatekeep. They ain't gonna help. They ain't gonna try to reach out. That's fine. But you make sure that you are out there getting the help that you need if you are in a difficult time. Don't try to be perfect. Don't try to make it seem spotless. Get out of that, oh, I'm gonna do it myself. Child, them the people that struggle the most because they refuse to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. And don't worry about who may turn later on and try to down you and, oh, and I did. Don't worry. God see those. He know he gonna get those people. The vengeance is God. Because I've heard a female that I was talking to one day say that, and she would not like to ask for help because of, you know, people may throw it in her face or all sorts of crazy stuff, or she didn't want nobody to try to go talk about her. Y'all be worried about the wrong things. We all going through it. I'll never forget when my 5th grade teacher told me when I was a kid, because I think she felt the energy between me and this girl, and she had told me, you don't know what nobody is going through. You may look at somebody and think they got it all together. You may look at somebody and may want their entire life, but you may get that and it may be the biggest regret. You don't know what nobody going through. And the truth about it is everybody is going through something. You better learn to love and appreciate your own life, because we all got a battle. We all fighting something. You may sit up here and want somebody else's life get their battle, and that battle take you out. Just like that. But they putting up with it. The thing is, we are all equipped to fight our own battles. God will never put more on you than you can bear. We are equipped to fight our own battles. You know what I'm saying? We already have what it is that we need. So stop looking at other people and thinking, oh, well, this, and oh, well, what if I asked? Child, you need to get to where you going in life, and you're gonna need help. Period, point blank. You're going to need the help. All of this stuff that this generation of, oh, I'm self-made this and I did it on my own and I got it out the mud, that's cool. But you mean to tell me you did all of that by yourself? No, nobody was placed along your path in the way. And when people hear that, they always like to think of somebody that was there with them throughout the time. Let's just say, you know, your bank account went into the negative, but you know what I'm saying, somebody randomly just came to you and handed you $1,000. Somebody just randomly came and handed you $1,000. There was somebody that helped you along the way. It's something as simple as that. You ain't got to know the person. You ain't got to know the person. But it's okay. But y'all need to remember to not be ashamed of where you are, because you won't be here forever. And when you get to where you're going, don't get big-headed. Don't get haughty. Help people. When you get to where you are, go help people. That's why I make these videos, because it wasn't easy for me. There was people that made fun of me, friends that betrayed me, people that tried to play me like I was stupid, even family members. And I'm trying not to cry. I be getting so emotional. That's how I know it was the right time to film this video, because I had got this together a long time ago, but I was waiting for the right time. But y'all, I'm trying not to cry. But when it's your time, you go and help people, because that's exactly why I make these videos, because I know somebody out there that need it, and I wish that I would have had it for me, and I didn't. So as I was going through stuff, just bumping my head, y'all know I like to tell y'all on this channel, you don't know until you know. Period, point blank. So don't be ashamed of where you are. Don't let nobody make you feel bad about where you are, because we all fighting something. Now, if they want to cover it up and act perfect, that's fine. That's on them. But for you, you do what you need to do for you. If you have to ask for help, go ask for help. If you do have to just eventually go in that food stamp line just to get a little bit of assistance, go. If you're going to have to downgrade and stop trying to shop at the mall and shop at wherever all these girls be shopping at nowadays, what's the site, Fashion Nova, if you got to downgrade from shopping there and go to the thrift store and go to Goodwill for a little bit, go. Because at the end of the day, to be sitting up here trying to live above your means and robbing Peter to pay Paul is too much. It is too much to be doing that. And another thing that I'm learning, sometimes God really got to sit us down. That's why we be going through, and that's how I know what that pastor said was true. Because when the moments that you lose and everything, and it feel like, dang, no matter what I do, it's like, dang, yeah, it's time for you to sit down. You ain't doing all of this stuff for you. You doing it because you want to impress. You want to look good. You done made this name for yourself. So now you trying too hard to live up to it. Knowing that it ain't you. Knowing that it's hard to really keep it up. That's what the people ain't going to tell you. It's hard to keep that type of stuff up. When you could just be you, be real, keep it genuine. And that's one thing that I do love about myself. I ain't never tried to fake in front for nobody. Everybody that came around me has genuinely got the real me. Anybody that have came around me, they done saw things that I'm going through with my family, things that I'm going through just within myself, or things that I've been through within relationships. And you know why? Most people say, oh, you got to keep your business private. Yeah, that's fine. That's cool. But at the end of the day, if I got to be the one to put myself on the line so that I can help people and teach y'all, I want my life to be a testimony that you can make it through no matter what. People gonna talk, they gonna laugh, they gonna throw stones, and when you finally start to get up and do better, they may try to drag you down and remind you of your past, and it's okay. That is okay. That's okay. But the thing about it is to not be ashamed, and you need to keep pushing. You need to keep pushing. All right, so do what you got to do for you. Don't worry about what nobody else got going, what they gonna say. Because at the end of the day, you may be down, but a little setback make for that strong comeback, baby. You know, I have to get myself and my little tears together. I'll be on this camera crying. But yes, setback, major comeback. Y'all will be all right. You won't be in this storm forever. Keep pushing. Number 5 on how to push through difficult times is to work on yourself even when you don't feel like it. Now, I know when you're going through stuff, it'd be so easy to focus on the negative and like, oh my God. And especially when these are things, you know, like of the world, like if you behind on bills or you're in the type of debt or you have tickets or it's seeming like everything possible can go wrong. And this is stuff that you got to get taken care of. You ain't really got no choice. I know that stuff can stay on your mind, baby. Trust me, I know. And it's so hard to kind of think positive in them type of situations. And it's like, well, dang, what am I to really do? But no matter what, whatever dream, goal, and I'm not saying to run from it, but you still got to get up and work on yourself. You still got to get up and figure out ways that you can better yourself for the future. That's how I said earlier, for planning. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And working on yourself, making this mental stronger, going out and getting knowledge, trying to figure out new things, learn new hobby, learn new ways to make money, learn the law so that if something like this happens again, you know, you won't be pushed out of your spot or whatever the case may be. You know what you're going through, but going out and finding ways to still make yourself better for whatever it is going on, it's going to pay off in the long run. I know it'd be easy to get wrapped up in the negative. I know that. I know. Trust me, baby. I know. But at the end of the day, it's your life and it's your responsibility. So ain't nobody really gonna too much care about it the way that you should care about your life for yourself. So you can either just get down, lay down, let life take a little dump on you and go on, or you can, like I said, call it back. Hey, we finna figure this out. You know, I still got stuff to do. You know what? I still want to work on this dream. I got downtime now because X, Y, and Z is going on. So let me try to get more YouTube videos together. You know, let me try to perfect my craft and learn how to braid. Let me try to perfect my craft and get better at makeup. Let me try to perfect my craft and, you know, learn how to get better at writing books or poetry. Whatever it is that you want to do, you got to get up and work on that no matter what, because it's going to pay off one day. You know what I'm saying? So always take time for yourself. Take time for yourself. I'm not saying to run from your problems, but still you got to take time to breathe a little bit, because again, you can't control it. But what you can do is try to better prepare, get up and try to find ways to still make yourself better in this situation so that you can come out better and stronger. And all right, that brings us to the end of this video, and I really hope y'all enjoyed it. But now I am going to give y'all a slight update with me and everything that's been going on. And, you know, I'm really just happy to be making this video at the end of the day, because I know I'm not the only one that is going through things. I'm young, early 20s. I know it's a lot of y'all that watch me. And even if you're in high school, you know, or older, shoot, life come at us all from all angles, all ages, all walks of life. But, life hit us all. It's very stressful for us all. You know, I'm dealing with trying to be young, navigate, get up on my feet on my own, and do so much, you guys. And in the midst of that, you know, my car caught on fire. And y'all know I talked about that in one of my videos before. That my car was sentimental to me because it was my grandmother's car. Try not to cry. Try not to cry. But it was her car, and we kept it in the family. And I was the one that ended up taking on the car and just been driving it, trying to upkeep it. And even when I was in the wreck in the car, so I was still dealing with that too. And, on my way home from work, got a good job. I'm happy, trying to, do something with myself. And I was finally feeling like I was making progress and getting there. And my car caught on fire. And like, I'm just on the highway crying, just looking at my car, just kind of go up into flames. Like, that hurt me because, like I said, it was sentimental to me. I have memories with that car. But nevertheless, I was already, like I said, praying to God for a new car, but I wanted to keep that one and get it fixed. But like, what's the point of doing that knowing like this car honestly was still giving me hell, y'all? It really was. I done put over $3,000 of work into that car just trying to keep it, just based off the sentimental values, and just, I ain't had no car note to pay because it was paid off. But, just trying my hardest to get up and just to keep pushing. But why pray to God for something that's obviously giving me a headache when I could just pray for something new? So in a way, it's a release, but like I said, I didn't really want to let it go. But at the same time, I feel like I was also making that car an idol. And that's a scary thing, to put things before God or worship things before God. And I used to always say, well, as long as this car don't do this, as long as this car don't give out, man, if this car do this, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And here I am. And as crazy as it seems, even though that happened, more stuff has went on. Just a few days ago, I was in another car wreck. So it's just been a lot going on, y'all. Life really trying to ish on me. She really trying to ish on me, but I've been working my patience. I've been working my faith. I've just been trying to stay in this thing and hold on. You know what I'm saying? But I just say that to say that we all going through something. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. And don't put things before God. And just know that through all it is that you go through, God is with it. He's there with you, and he's going to bring you through it. You know what I'm saying? And don't grow weary in your right doing. That's the main thing that I wanted to add. Don't grow weary in your right doing, because there was a point of time a few days ago, because all the things that happened, I was just kind of like, I've been trying. I've been doing the right things, finally trying to prepare myself, putting myself in the right mindset, doing what I need to do, and all of this stuff keep happening. Why? Like, I feel like at this point, I'm doing it all for nothing. That's the worst thing that I could have ever thought. Because at the end of the day, God says don't grow weary in your right doing for a reason. Because in due time, he's going to give you double for your trouble. In due time, keep pushing. That's why I say all of that this world try to push, and all this suicidal, and I know life is hard, so all of that they try to push on you, make it seem like all of these other decisions and alternatives is okay. Me personally, as a Christian, I don't care what you believe, but me, I don't believe in none of that. I believe in getting up and keep pushing. I believe in enduring to the end. I know it's tough. I know it hurts. I know sometimes it feel like we're in the furnace with, the 3 Hebrew boys. I know sometimes we in that fire, but you gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep pushing. Like, it's so many things in my life that I done still overcame. That's how I know I'm just trying to keep the faith. Like, this won't last always, but if anything, I'm just learning to enjoy the journey, because I know I won't be in this place forever. I'm just learning to enjoy the journey, because I'm going to look back on this one day and just be like, dang, the amount of faith that I had, just believing in God, believing that I had in me to keep pushing, You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just learning to enjoy the journey and everything that it's teaching me right now, trying to soak it all in, because who knows what this next level of life is calling me for. I may not have the time that I do now. I may not have the time to spend with my family 24/7. I don't know what my next level of life look like, and I'm just learning to appreciate it all right now and learn as much as I can, soak up as much as I can, because I may not have the time, the space, the mental capacity to take it in. I know it feel like I don't right now because I feel like I'm so consumed by stress, but again, I don't know what the next season looking like. I may not be able to catch all my blessings because they're gonna be overflowing so much. And I'll be like, God, like what? What? All this for me? I don't even deserve it. Stop. Stop. But yeah, y'all. So y'all not the only ones going through it. Keep pushing through. It's okay to cry, let it out, but it's not okay to just stay down. Period. So keep pushing. Just know that you're going to make it through difficult times. I believe in you if ain't nobody telling you that. I believe in you, sister or brother, whoever watching. I believe in you. It's all right. You got this. You can do it. God is with you. He's never not with you. Don't waste your grace, though. Don't waste your grace, though. And yeah. So at the end of this video, please share this with somebody. It can help somebody, because it definitely helped me, and I'm doing this, creating it. Got on this camera crying, but yeah, we done, baby. Okay, because I'm rambling now. All right, peace out. If you new here, hey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah.